Okay, so we're all starting to use these incredibly powerful AI tools at work, right? We trust them with everything, our emails, our docs, our most sensitive data. But what if that trust gets turned on its head? Today, we are diving into a pretty wild digital heist. It's called GeminiJack, and it's a story about how a trusted AI assistant was secretly turned into an accomplice, exposing a brand new and frankly alarming vulnerability in the very systems we're just starting to rely on.
So just think about this for a second. What if your AI assistant, the one that's supposed to make your life easier, what if it became a corporate spy? The very tool that has access to all your data is secretly being told to steal your company's biggest secrets. And no, this isn't some sci-fi movie plot. This is a real thing that happened, and it really makes you wonder just how secure these AI systems are.
So, who's at the center of this whole story? It's Google's Gemini Enterprise. You can think of it as the ultimate digital insider. I mean, it's plugged into everything. Your emails, your documents, you name it. It has the keys to the kingdom, which is what makes it so useful and, as we'll see, so dangerous.
Now, the secret sauce that makes Gemini so smart is this thing called Retrieval Augmented Generation, or just RAG for short. Basically, it's what lets the AI dig through all your specific stuff, your emails, your docs, to give you answers that actually make sense in your world. It's what makes it feel like magic. But, as you're about to find out, that magic trick is also its biggest weakness. It's kind of the Achilles heel of the whole system.
All right, so the folks who discovered GeminiJack, they didn't just find a simple bug or a typo in the code, no. They found something way deeper. They found a fundamental flaw, like a secret backdoor that was built into the system's core design from the very beginning.
And this really breaks down the difference perfectly. A simple bug, that's like finding a typo in a book. Annoying, sure, but you can fix it with a little whiteout. An architectural flaw, though, that's like realizing the entire blueprint for your skyscraper is wrong. It's a fundamental problem with the design, which is way more serious and a whole lot harder to spot.
And here's the really crucial part. The attackers didn't have to hack anything or break through firewalls. Instead, they just exploited the AI doing its normal everyday job, reading shared documents in emails. And because of that, it just waltzed right past all the usual security guards, like those data loss prevention tools that are supposed to stop this exact kind of thing from happening.
So, how did this whole heist actually go down? Well, it was this really clever four-step plan. And the craziest part? It's a zero-click attack. That means the victim, the employee, doesn't have to click a shady link or download anything weird. It all just happens silently in the background. So, let's break it down. First, let's meet the cast of characters.
First up, every heist needs a mastermind, right? In our story, it's the attacker. But they're not using viruses or malware. Nope, they're way smarter. They're just writing a set of hidden instructions for the AI to find and follow.
Next, you need a weapon. And the weapon of choice here is the ultimate Trojan horse. It looks totally harmless. It could be a Google Doc, a calendar invite, an email, but buried deep inside is that secret hidden payload.
Then, of course, you have the inside man. Except in this case, it's just a totally unsuspecting employee. Someone just trying to do their job, using the tools they were given. They have no idea they're about to trigger the whole attack, completely by accident.
And finally, you've got the muscle of the operation, the Gemini AI itself. This incredibly powerful tool is about to be turned against its own users. It's basically going to become the unwitting mule that carries all the stolen goods right out the front door.
Okay, so here is the four-step plan. Step 1, poisoning. The attacker shares a file, and hidden inside is that malicious command. Step 2, the trigger. Some employee just asks Gemini a totally normal question, something like, hey, can you summarize our recent sales docs? Step 3, retrieval. This is where that RAG technology kicks in. To answer the question, Gemini starts scanning documents and, it stumbles upon the attacker's poison file and pulls it into its brain. And finally, step 4, exfiltration. The AI finds the hidden command inside that file and just does what it's told. It executes the command, finds the sensitive data it was asked for, and sends it all straight to the attacker.
And here is the absolute kicker. If you were on the security team, you would have seen nothing. Absolutely nothing wrong. There was no malware, no one clicked a phishing link. It was just the AI doing exactly what it was designed to do. Follow instructions it found in a document. It was, for all intents and purposes, the perfect crime.
All right, so the AI has the loot, but how do you get it out the door without anyone noticing? How does the data just vanish?
Well, this is where the getaway plan gets really, really clever.
So, that hidden command told the AI to disguise the stolen data as an image request. Yeah. So to the company's network security, it just looked like Gemini was trying to load a picture from the internet, a totally normal, everyday thing that happens 1,000 times a day. But that little image request was secretly carrying all the company's crown jewels right to the attacker's server.
I mean, just stop and think about the blast radius of this for a second. It took just one single poisoned document sitting anywhere in a company's shared drive could potentially compromise the entire workspace, everything the AI had access to.
And what kind of loot are we talking about here? Oh, just the crown jewels. We're talking years of private emails, full calendars that lay out every secret deal, the entire library of contracts, private API keys, even the super confidential plans for the next big acquisition. The whole shebang, all just gone, silently.
You see, this whole GeminiJack incident, it was way more than just one security flaw. It really shines a spotlight on a brand new trust problem we're all facing as AI gets deeper and deeper into our work and our lives.
Now, to be clear, once this was all brought to light, Google jumped on it. They worked with the researchers and moved fast to patch the hole. They basically rewired things so that the RAG system wouldn't just blindly follow any old instructions it stumbles upon in a document.
But the story of GeminiJack is a massive wake-up call for everyone. There are some huge lessons here. First, we have to totally rethink where we draw the line with trusting AI. We've got to keep a close eye on these RAG pipelines. And maybe the biggest lesson of all, be super careful about what data you let the AI access. It's simple, really. Don't give it the keys to rooms it has no business being in.
And all of this leaves us with a really big question for the future, doesn't it? Of course, we want AI to be this powerful sidekick, this insider who can help us do amazing things. But as we keep giving it more and more access, more and more power, how do we make absolutely sure it stays on our side? What are the guardrails we need to build so that our most powerful tools don't accidentally become our biggest nightmares?